Estamos ao vivo, estamos ao vivo. Boa noite, galerinha. Tio Saitama na área. E trazendo pra vocês aí a continuação do Hellblade Senua Sacrifice. Beleza? Eu acredito que ainda essa semana, ainda não tem uma data, mas acredito que ainda essa semana eu devo estar trazendo aí a continuação e final, né? Parte final do Uncharted 4, né? Infelizmente aí aconteceu aquele problema que eu falei pra vocês nas lives anteriores. Meu controle ficou zoado aí eu fiquei sem poder jogar no PS4, mas a gente vai de Xbox mesmo, beleza? E a galera que não conhece ainda a página lá, né, o canal lá no YouTube, tá passando o letreirozinho aí na sua tela. Só colocar lá Tio Saitama Gamer, você vai acessar, e também tem o Instagram aí que tá passando na sua tela, beleza? Sem mais delongas, vamos lá pra parte 3 aí de Hellblade. Aqui o load é mais rápido, né? Porque estamos jogando aqui no Xbox Series S. Beleza. Aqui foi de onde nós paramos. Negócio aqui bem intenso, né? Bom, ontem infelizmente não deu pra gente finalizar essa parte aqui, porque realmente é um game bem complexo. Por que ele é complexo? Assim, fazendo algumas considerações dele, né? É um game que a galera que já jogou aí, faça aí as suas correções aí se eu tiver errado. Mas é um game que no início, desde o início até aqui, ele não te dá uma ele não te dá um tutorial, entendeu? Ele não te dá nenhum tipo de auxílio, entendeu? Nenhum tipo de auxílio de como proceder. E aqui é o seguinte, todo o cenário ele te oferece, as dicas estão no cenário, só que você tem que, tem que saber matar mesmo a pau isso aí. Que é muito detalhe e, o jogo foi bem feito pra caramba, mas, um dos exemplos, eu fui jogando e peguei mais ou menos a manha, Ele ali, né, naquele portal, ele te dá 3 símbolos que você tem que procurar nessa área do mapa, né? E quando você chega perto de descobrir um dos símbolos, né? Aí começa a aparecer na tela, dessa forma aqui, tá vendo, aqui nessa área aqui tem um símbolo que eu tenho que descobrir onde é que ele tá, né? Quando você tá longe da área, ele não aparece esse monte de símbolo na tela, Por exemplo, essa aqui eu fiz ontem, Uma. Beleza. Vou pra área do outro símbolo. Aí você dá pra olhar ali, Ele é mais ou menos uma espécie de cruz. Cruz na diagonal, tá vendo aqui, tá aqui o símbolo, só que ele tá invertido. Isso me leva a acreditar que eu preciso sair, cenário. Deixa eu só abrir essa porta logo aqui. Ontem não consegui realizar esse puzzle. E aí eu liguei o console mais cedo, fui matar aqui a cabeça, né, pra ver se eu conseguia. Porque ontem eu passei muito tempo, mas infelizmente é assim, ó. O segundo tá aqui que eu encontrei. Infelizmente é assim, ele não te dá um tutorial. E, por exemplo, tem alguns jogos que ele te ensina, que ele te dá uma força. Quando você passa um determinado tempo sem descobrir pra onde ir, ele te dá um roteiro. Ele acusa, ele sinaliza na tela, mas esse aqui não. Ele não sinaliza na tela não, você tem que se virar. Né? Aí, ó, quando você chega nessa parte aqui, ó, o terceiro símbolo, ó, fica piscando na tela, mas aí a pessoa fica, pô, cara, cadê o outro símbolo? Cadê outro símbolo? Não sei o que. Aí você vai pra cá, vai pra lá e não encontra o símbolo. Aqui o cara tem que ser... Detalhe, é um jogo que eu recomendo, mas para aquela pessoa que não tem paciência, não jogue esse jogo. Porque a pessoa acaba se frustrando, achando que é um jogo, é muito fácil. Tem gente que prefere puzzle, né, esses quebra-cabeças, do que coletar item. E tem outros que preferem vice-versa, né? Eu prefiro 1000 vezes jogo de coletar item, mas um puzzle não deve ser tão ruim. Aí ontem eu tava aqui procurando esse símbolo. Olhei para todos os lados, olhei para cima, olhei pro céu, olhei pra fogueira, olhei pra montanha, olhei para todos os lados e não encontrei. Aí agora há pouco, né, eu não salvei o game. Agora há pouco, aí o cara vem, olha, faz isso bem aqui, ó. Ou seja, parece um absurdo, né? Mas tudo no cenário, todo e qualquer, ó. Eu tava aqui, virei pra lá, virei pra cá e fui e voltei. Parece um absurdo, né? Mas o jogo é esse aqui, ó. É desse jeito. Não tem pra onde correr, não. Então, se a pessoa não tem paciência pra descobrir por conta própria, não seria bacana, né, aconselhar. É mesmo legal pra quem tem paciência. Ou se a pessoa quiser jogar o game e também consultar na internet, no YouTube, também, né? Não vou dizer que não é válido, né? Até porque quer uma ajuda, então dá uma olhada no YouTube aí, ver se te ajuda. Agora, como eu falei, anteontem, quando eu iniciei o jogo, esse aqui eu tô jogando a primeira vez, entendeu? Isso aqui é tudo novo, eu não sei nem pra onde é que vai. Mas de lá pra cá a gente vai observando os detalhes, vai pegando corre. Aí a pessoa vai pegando a manha, né, de algumas coisas, e aí já vai ficando mais fácil. Nove Caldas, meu amigo, seja bem-vindo. Pois é, mano. E é aquela coisa, o cara vai jogando isso aqui aos poucos, ele vai pegando a manha. Isso aqui é um jogo que eu tô falando aqui, Nove Caldas, é um exemplificando aqui, falando um pouco da minha experiência até aqui, que eu tô jogando esse jogo a primeira vez. Mas esse jogo aqui, cara, é pra quem tem paciência, porque pra você montar os quebra-cabeças, você tem que observar uma, duas, três vezes, várias vezes, pra poder descobrir. Porque não é aquele jogo que te dá tudo de mão beijada, não. Primeiro que ele não tem nem tutorial. Você que vai apertando e vai se virando. A única coisa que ele te dá é o auxílio lá. Você aperta Start e vai ver lá os comandos. Só isso, como interagir. Fora isso, se vira nos 30.
Where will you go?
I don't know.
For how long?
I don't know.
I believe in you. You know that. Just promise me that you will come back to me. I want you to say it. I want you to say it.
I will come back to you. I promise.
Come on.
É nada, maluco. O cara vem... Ixi, o cara vem virado no Satanás.
You destroyed everything. Everyone. But not me. Fight me now.
Venha, seu covarde. Pelos poderes de Grayskull! Ô louco, macho. Ô louco, macho! Vem, seu bicho feio do caramba! Não, aí não, não vale, macho! Acaba tá pegando fogo. Receba!
For every battle won, a greater battle takes its place. And so it goes. Until we fall. And in the end, we all fall. Even the gods have their time. Yet we still go on. Why?
I made a promise, and I will go to hell to keep it.
I die free, knowing you will carry my stories with you. I have fulfilled my quest.
Yes, you have.
When the darkness comes, I vow to guide you in this life and the next to fulfill yours.
Then I will see you in hell.
Be ready to face horror in the eye, as I have, to find your answers, your quest, your truth.
Conquista desbloqueada. Extinção. Derrote surtir, sei lá, surtri, sei lá. É por aí, isso aí mesmo.
Truth was a troubled man. A scholar turned slave. They tortured him. Took him with them on their raids. Drove him to madness. Spreading this new form of darkness to new worlds. To my world. Senua saw a deep connection form between the Northmen and the darkness. His tales of hell were true. Then that was the source of it. She learned everything.
Vai ter fight aqui, eu acho. Sempre quando chega nesse lugar assim tem briga ou não. Ah, eu acho que eu vim dali. E agora, mano? É pra ir pra onde?
Have you ever died before? It's a serious question. When the illusion of self is shattered, you simply cease to be. Though it may not seem that way to others, you know when it is true. You can feel it. A stranger in your own body. An imposter. And nothing is the same ever again.
Agora eu já sei. Sempre que tiver no cenário algum puzzle pra resolver e tiver alguma estaca assim, ó, estaca no meio do cenário, com certeza tem que interagir, porque ó, aqui é uma espécie de, digamos, uma espécie de pé de galinha que ele tava querendo. E tava complicado pra achar pra caramba. Aí eu simplesmente cheguei aqui, aí alinhei assim, ó, certinho, ó. Aí quando eu botei pra focar pra usar o foco, né, do jogo, aí deu certinho. Identificou o símbolo. Tem coisas aqui que o pessoal tem que ficar ligado, que cada parada louca. Aqui também era um.
With the mark of Valravan and the mark of Surt, you may cross the bridge over the River of Knives to Helheim.
Why is she waiting? Open the gate. Open the gate. No, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Don't open the gate. Don't. She's done it. So dark. It's dark. The dark.
Por que será que ela tem aquela parte do rosto superior pintada de azul? Será que é alguma espécie de luto? Eu não sei. Disseram que parece que ela é da mitologia celta, sei lá, uma coisa assim. Será que alguma tradição deles, quando alguém perde pra lá, capeta?
Did you think that I would let you go? That you lost me back in the wilds? I will never let you go. You can't get rid of me.
Aí dentro, voz do capeta. Tá maluco?
And I will be watching when you draw your last dying gasp.
I'm not ready to die.
You will be when you see what they did to your dear beloved.
Dillian!
In this waking nightmare, where all dreams come true.
Hein?
You searched for control. A way to pull through. When you were in love, you left him in tears to smother your furies and banish your fears. But in darkness they came. Through stormy black seas they raided these shores.
Meu Deus do céu.
Do you still hear his screams? at your home. He's so far away. They've taken his soul. To these gods you cannot pray. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through his darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. You fought for love unspoilt by your darkness within. You fought for your dreams. Now there's no way to win. In the head of his corpse lies the seat of his soul. So you must carry his vessel to bring him back home. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through this darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart.
Você tá doido, velho. Essa voz aí. Ainda bem que a luz aqui tá acesa. Deus me livre. Todo mundo que jogou esse jogo que me indicou disse assim: ah, joga com o headset ligado no máximo. Pô, mas de repente surge essa voz aí do capeta, macho. Tu é louco?
You ran from it but brought it nearer. Led it to him.
É nada.
An endless suffering, worse than death. And you wanted to surrender, abandon to find peace with the gods. No. The darkness won't allow it. So you will walk into the lair of the beast. Look it in the eye, and you will go to war. This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
Pois é, mano, o que acontece? Aqui, é top, eu gostei pra caramba. O que é fogo aqui, mano, é que tipo, não tem muita... É só pra você resolver puzzle. Só pra resolver puzzle, né? Mas, pô, o cenário, jogabilidade aqui é top demais. Tu é louco? Eu só acho que deveria ter, sei lá, um pouquinho mais de ação, né? Mas... Pra ser bem sincero, eu gostei desse jogo mesmo. Eu não vou dizer 100%, mas 90%, velho, 90%. Eu só acho que deveria ter um pouquinho mais de coisa pra se fazer, a não ser tá resolvendo puzzle. Mas, pô,
The gods made you a warrior for a reason. It's your calling.
bora, aqui é o primeiro, vem.
Take him down. Take him down now.
Why suffer the past when there is a new road ahead? The only one that makes any sense.
É nada! É, mano. Mas, pô, eu tô jogando isso aqui no Xbox Series S, mano. Pô, tu é louco. É top. Jogão top. E aí, mano, rapaz, Henriquezão aí pesado, rapaz. Nunca mais... Ó, Henrique, eu tenho uma reclamação pra fazer, hein. Nunca mais eu vi você jogando Resident, hein? Resident 2, Resident 3. Cadê você, rapaz? Jogo bom, jogo bom. Cadê o Resident, cara? Mano, muito da hora. Henriquezão pesado. Tava hoje mais cedo acompanhando lá. Você jogando LOL, né? Top. Meu Deus, o cara quer me... Ah, esse inimigo aqui, ele tá com cara de ser muito lento. Opa. Levanta! Só na moitinha. Levanta, levanta! Cara, literalmente é um capeta mesmo, viu? Opa, já foi, venha! Eita! Quem é o primeiro a tomar chibatada? 3, é?
She will die.
Tá certo. Bora, vem pra cima.
Finish this.
Eita, esse é chato, esse é chato. Eita! Ih, tá ruim.
He's down. Finish it. Finish it.
Ah, aqui é Jedi, meu amigo. Aqui é Cavaleiro Jedi. Onde é que vai? Uma porta aqui. Ih, mano, cadê? Só tem uma porta ali, mas a porta parece que não abre. Não dá pra interagir com a porta, mano. Deixa eu ver aqui uma coisa aqui. Aqui o cara tem que olhar o cenário com muita atenção, porque senão ele se ferra. Não é um jogo tão fácil quanto parece, não. O jogo aqui ele é bem... Deixa eu voltar aqui, deixa eu ver se tem algum símbolo. Opa, é um X. Deixa eu ver aqui o que a gente já descobriu. Só o X? Oxi, não vai por quê? Qual o preconceito? Não tô entendendo por que que a gente coloca no sentido certinho e ele não aceita. Meu senhor.
However you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to Hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess. She will ask your name, she will ask your lineage, she will ask your business. Leapt into fire and rode to hell to join her slain love Sigurd.
Muito bem.
Challenged by the giantess.
Acho que as coisas vão começar a clarear agora. É aquela coisa que eu falei no início do jogo. Aqui é um jogo que o cara tem que ter paciência. Se o cara for só achando que meter a espada e matar, velho, tem que ter paciência. Opa, tem uma runa escondida.
Hela possesses large dwelling places in Helheim. Tall are her walls, high are her gates. The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine. On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre. They say she is easy to recognize, half black and half the color of flesh.
Eita, rinite, que não me deixa.
Face, menacing and grim.
Já achei o outro. Pronto. Só um minutinho, pessoal. Beleza, beleza, tô de volta. Beleza. A porta lá já vai abrir. Deixa eu dar uma olhadinha, ver se não ficou mais alguma coisa pra cá. Não tem mais nada não. Eita!
It's opening.
Vem-te embora! Bora, filhão. Vem pro tapa.
It's coming. That song again.
Is it?
It's Hela.
Yes, the source of the darkness.
A voz do capeta aí.
This is your moment.
I'm sorry. I can't watch this.
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it. Get up. Get up.
Levante.
Get up and fight.
Ih, lascou. Ih. Quebrou minha espada. Eita, que essa rinite tá. Que
Stormy
tá.
seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares? Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there is no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. You failed. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost.
Ô louco, mano.
Just
Tomou um
like
corte
your
doido aí no rosto.
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. It is real. Listen to it.
Don't give up.
Daddy. It's
Not like this.
It's not real. It is real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in me, Senua?
No, it's not. It's a trick. She knows it's a trick.
E agora? Quebrou a espada. Vai lutar como?
Come to me. Please.
The light. Go towards
Uma
them.
luz
It's him.
azul ali na
It
frente.
can't be him. It's just mind. It's in your mind. It's real. What's happening? Go towards it.
Rapaz, é o jogo todinho essa cantiga de grilo no ouvido dela, macho. Tu é doido? Boa noite, minha princesa. Chegou hoje mais tarde, mas tá justificado já a falta. O atraso, quer dizer. Muito bem.
Ignore the pain. I told you it was to trick you. I told you. Where are you going? See, there's nothing to follow. Come on.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father's in-bell made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
Tem que estar sempre olhando para todos os lados, porque deve ter alguma runa escondida aí. Ó, o cara tá lá em cima. Será que ele vai dar uma espada nova pra ela, ou vai matar ela, ou vai desafiar ela? O que vai acontecer?
Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind. There's the truth.
There he was. The lone figure of a boy.
He's there.
Swordplay under the shade of a tree.
Ah, o cara tá lá na baixa da égua, velho. O cara não tem pena não, a mulher tá ferida aí, tem que ir lá. Ah, doido.
And the world danced with him. The glue lifted. For the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast. Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens. As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches him. One that is cold of heart and pure blood.
Pra cá não tem caminho, então é pra cá. É outro caminho.
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless. So
Where is she going? What is she following? You can't even fight. It's just deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew and dance with it, just like he does.
What's your name?
Senua,
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment When you look into the eyes of the one who is supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are.
You killed him.
But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy you.
They won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never
Essa é
let him
literalmente
go.
a voz do capeta.
Let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
A mulher, quando manda o cabo calar a boca, é porque a parada tá ficando séria.
Is that you?
O caldo já derramou.
I'll find you, man. I promise.
Can you see him?
You want to believe it, but
Is he
it's
there?
not real.
Is he there?
You're alone in these mountains.
Is that Dillian?
Nothing lives here.
You won't survive.
You met him by the tree.
She met him by the tree.
Maybe it's a sign, the tree.
What's he trying to tell you?
Ih, não tem nada aqui.
He's waiting for you by the tree.
As Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hall. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls to his sister to come out so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire. Strike vengeance from your heart, Senua, as there is always a heavy price to pay. And here is the end of Sigmund's story. He was a fierce and great warrior who fought many battles. But one day, an old man came onto the battlefield. Although shadowed by a hood, Sigmund saw that he only had one eye. The man raised his spear, and Sigmund struck at it with his sword, but the sword shattered into pieces. Sigmund then knew that this was Odin, and thus that victory could not be his. He bowed his head and accepted his end. Dying, he tells his wife that she is with child, and that her son will one day make a great weapon out of the fragments of his sword. The sword named Gram.
Antes da gente subir, bora pra cá, que eu acho que deve ter outra runa. É sempre bom dar uma volta, porque não tem... Tem um caminho pra ali. Tem que pular depois, né? Vamos lá aqui no interior da árvore pra ver o que que tem. Tem uma espada aí, né, macho? Ó, menina que tinha mesmo. Olha, minha irmã.
Senua, imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands where you will face the trials.
Go to the shards. It's the shard. Find it.
It's the metal runestones.
It's in front of you.
Find it.
The metal.
You need that sword.
Go to the shard.
Find the shards.
É, tem umas partes azuis aí, sei lá o que é. Vamos lá, né? Vai que é alguma coisa aí. Ah, sim.
Where is it?
Find it. There it is.
Focus.
There's the shard. Focus.
Focus.
Use your eyes. Look.
Get closer.
What can you see?
Go to it.
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place.
Where are we? Where is she?
It feels wrong. Where are we now? Burial mound.
Ih, mano.
So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it. But when it comes and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
The daughter of a berserker, born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
He loves her.
Ih, rapaz. O chão se mexendo aí, ó. Que loucura. Quero saber se aparecer um maluco aí, como é que eu vou lutar se eu não tenho espada. Ih, rapaz. Vou dar uma voltinha aqui pra ver se não tem outra coisa. O diabo que entra aí. Pega uma tocha, doida. Se tiver morcego, mata.
Who's there? Dillian, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember? What's wrong? What happened? Can you hear me? Just wait there. I'll find you.
This is your mission. Find him. You have to use everything you have and find him. Get him back. He was just there. How could you lose him? How could she lose him? How could she? Find him.
I'll find him.
What's that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices?
It's the noise of the voices dead.
Not Dillian.
Dillian's calling. Don't touch the walls.
You don't know what they might do.
Turn back.
She has to keep going.
It's not safe here.
She has to keep going.
If you go down there, no one can save you.
It's too scary.
Find another way. It's not working.
You have to use your mind. Where can you go?
You're failing. Find another way.
Think. Focus. Use your mind.
Where's he gone? He's disappeared. Look.
To slip through your fingers.
I can hear him.
Clearly, you have to find another way. There has to be another way.
Herver disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires, as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell.
The voice is getting louder. Listen.
Dillian. Listen. It's him. Listen.
It's getting louder.
There he is.
You're getting closer.
Keep going.
Senua, follow the voice.
You're nearly there.
Dillian's voice.
It's him. He's going to save you.
Find the voice.
Find him.
Ah, eu tô é feito aqui nesse labirinto. Aí a gente não tem um mapa.
You don't recognize it.
Don't doubt yourself. You'll never find it.
She doesn't recognize it.
Yes, you do. You know it.
She doesn't.
Listen for his voice. Listen.
Dillian. It's not him.
It's not him.
We told you. We told you it was a trick.
That voice doesn't sound like Dillian.
What's happening?
Quiet. He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him.
It's not Dillian.
That doesn't sound like Dillian.
It sounds like what's in there?
What's in there?
What is it? A secret?
That voice. It's not Dillian.
Does she get? There's no way in.
Find a way.
There has to be a way.
Find a way.
There's always a way.
Don't stop now. Don't give up now. Find a way.
You're too close to stop. What's in there?
Dillian wants me to face my fears.
Rapaz, como é que tu joga a tocha no chão, sua doida? Vou ficar aqui nem cego no meio de tiroteio. É louca.
Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chieftain's son.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal.
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No.
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods. Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
I am leaving.
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
Tem 4 luzes azuis. Quer dizer que ela tem que... Cada um tem um desafio para poder pegar essa espada, será?
There's still more. There's always more to do. It's not going to be easy.
O desafio do labirinto já foi, né? Vou testar aqui pra ver se dá pra pegar. Dá nada.
She hasn't got the energy. No. Too much to do.
Dá não. Dá não, dá não, dá não. Deixa pra lá. 1, 2. Só 2? Vou ter que pular ali, não tem jeito não.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
You want to see what the mask sees?
No, she doesn't. Don't look through it.
You're curious. Where are we?
What is this?
It's the same. It's another world. It's lighter.
It's nicer. I like it here. Can we stay? Let's stay here. I like
The bridge.
It's not broken.
It's fixed.
What happens?
The bridge is fixed.
Let's cross it.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness.
Fogo, água,
Swears
ferro, pedra, terra,
not to
madeira,
harm our
feras,
sons.
pássaros, serpentes,
One
veneno.
by one,
Ah, louco.
they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
You need the runes to fight Dillion. You need Dillion. He's waiting for you.
He always said
He's close.
he cares about you.
I feel he's close.
He loves you.
I'm calling you. Dillion. Dillion, we're here.
Dillion.
We're nearly here. It's dangerous.
Follow it.
What's behind the gate?
Where will it take you?
It's not safe.
Dillion.
There he is.
There he is.
What are you waiting for?
Quick, find a way.
Find him.
Go through it.
Before he disappears.
Dillion, don't lose him.
Slip away too many times.
You always let him disappear.
Dillion, there he is.
Quick.
She listened. She thought she could define.
Ah, meu Deus. Já vi que o negócio aqui é mais complexo.
Where is he?
Where's he gone?
We're in the wrong world.
He's not here.
She's in the wrong world.
He's not in this world.
He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world.
the dark.
The dark world.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white,
Opa.
darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of colour stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
Not in this world. Not in this world. You can't. He's the reason she keeps fighting.
Aham.
Senua, you've got it.
Why isn't he here?
He's gone.
He's in the dark world.
He's gone to the dark world.
She was strong. In the wrong world.
He's in the other world.
The dark world.
Without you.
Senua.
Do you remember the way he stroked your hair? Do you remember the way he felt? He was the only one that really loved her. He did love her. He was the only one she could trust. Could she trust him?
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" "I did not ask the mistletoe," Balder's mother confesses. "I thought it was too young." Oh dear.
With your love, because he believed in you.
Verificar outra máscara, que aí ela já dá outra visão da situação. Vou lá. Ela dá acesso até lá em cima. Vamos ver se esse portão daqui tá aberto. Trancado. Dá mais uma olhadinha aqui. Que é meio chato. Tem outra. Opa.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands. And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And with this, Huth is slain.
Eu vou fazer o seguinte, eu vou usar a próxima máscara. Não vou ver essa daqui não. Talvez a próxima ela abra aquele portão. Eu acho que é a outra mesmo. Daqui dá pra ver que a escada dali de dentro já desapareceu. Que é uma loucura. Paciência.
Dillian saved you from them. You are guilty. Was it worth it?
Que coisa, hein? É um cambalacho.
He led you astray.
You should have listened to your father when you had the chance.
Why didn't you listen to him?
His love has tortured you,
And it tortures Dillian.
nobody will love her now.
Can you remember what life feels like?
Look what happens to the things she loves.
Destroys the thing she loves. Do you remember the way he touched you?
Pô, mano, aqui aparece a escada, mas tá trancado.
she's alive at all.
Does it feel warm? Do you feel safe? Dillian loves you. He was the only one that didn't mind the curse. He loved her so much.
Mas que parada, velho. Eu vou te contar, o negócio aqui tá fácil não.
Do you know? Was it worth it? You're still alive and Dillian's dead. He doesn't deserve to be dead.
How does that make you feel?
Look what happens to the things you love.
She thought that she knew best. She thought she had light within her when she was only there.
She is pure darkness.
You have no chance for love now.
Nobody will love you again.
Ever again.
The curse is strangled. Just like it strangled him.
Chupa, manezão. Ih, rapaz. Ah não, velho. Outra máscara.
Everything gets broken in the end.
Outra escada.
Love because he
Meu
believed in
senhor.
you.
E eu achando que tava de boa.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder.
Tá
His
bom.
body was to
Tá
be
bom.
burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into
Years
the sea.
had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian. She saw things no one else
Peraí,
could.
não vamos ainda não. Fica
Patterns,
frio.
shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go. She was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past. And Dillian. Her future. Two realities tearing at her soul.
You broke him. You killed him. He couldn't see the darkness within you. Wasting your time. You have no time for this. Speed up. These rooms mean nothing. It's all part of their game. They've set you trials to distract you. They've set you up, and now they're going to watch you fall. What if these trials mean nothing?
Que abrir do outro lado.
Laughing at you. What if they take you no closer to Dillian? You're letting this get in the way. What if they are just to tire you out, to make you because he believed in you? You have no chance for love now.
Nobody will love you again.
Ever again. Will you kill him?
Doesn't know who killed him.
He saw who she could be. He saw who she really was. He saw the warrior.
Haha. Chupa.
What if they're all about wasting your time just safe? Minute by minute. What does she think she's doing? You're not special. She thinks she can.
They mean nothing.
Being special. Waste of time. Could all be a waste of her time.
The gods are just meeting him beneath the tree. What if the gods are laughing at her?
Messing with her.
It wouldn't.
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly honest. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder, weep him out of hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they find in a cave. Balder was never my friend, she says. Let Hel keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
Do you remember the way he looked?
Abre-te, Sésamo! É o contrário, então tem que dar a volta lá pela... Acho que é por ali mesmo. Bora ver.
Does it feel like to be in love?
esse, deu certo. Aí eu vou pular, desço a ponte, volto, acessar a máscara. Rapaz, que não é fácil não, a parada aqui é... Bora, meu irmão, entra aí na parada aí.
Do you even remember? His love is guiding you.
Tcharam!
What if this is pointless?
What are you doing? Why did you think you could make this work?
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Baldur's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his two sons and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped his brother apart. The gods used Loki's own son's entrails to tie him down and turned these bonds to iron and dangled a poisonous serpent over his face so that its venom would drip onto him. Each time the venom drips onto Loki's face, he writhes in agony. The Northmen say that is the cause of earthquakes. A reminder, perhaps, that if even gods must accept death, then so must we.
He saved you. He saved you. That's you. You owe him. His love keeps you strong. Dillion doesn't know who killed him, but we do. The curse powers cannot be
Olha lá, doidona, não vai cair aí.
Dillion!
Tá chamando pra morte.
Very, very careful.
Dillion never much cared for the underworld and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbel. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he could see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillion's arms, and to see the world through his eyes.
Só mais pouco.
Slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel. You're going to fall, careful.
No, she's not. She's not going to fall. She's strong. She's steady.
Cair é caixão e vela preta. Ó.
Be very, very careful. You've come this far. Don't let him slip away. It's a narrow bridge.
Oh.
And there's a long way to fall.
Opa.
There he is.
Opa.
That's it. Good girl.
Quicker.
Ô, louco, até eu fiquei feliz, cê é doido? Ih, rapaz. Fragmento da torre, tá certo.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you and only you can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
What if this is pointless? What if you're wrong?
É, ficou faltando acho que só uma, né?
What if we're wrong? The sword will never be yours.
Só uma luz ali pra completar.
What if this is the
Uma?
end? It's just a trick.
Uma ou duas?
Yes. You've been fooled before, you could be fooled again. You're being tested.
Luz não, fragmento, né, que ele chama?
It's just their game for you. You never know which way it's going to go.
Uma, dois fragmentos. Beleza. Bom, galerinha, mas eu vou deixando por aqui. Amanhã a gente continua aí, né? Faz esses 2 fragmentos aí. Já tá um pouquinho avançado o horário, né? E essa rinite aqui que tá enchendo o saco. Mas é isso aí, galera. Valeu aí quem colou aí até agora. Tamo junto. Mano, é uma rinite aqui, cara, que tá pegando, velho. Tá pegando. Mas amanhã aí a gente vai concluir essa parada aí, mano. 9 Caldas, não fique triste, meu filho. É que o pai aqui tá meio baqueado, tá meio ruim. Beleza, mano? Um abraço aí, meu lindo. Até amanhã. Falou.